Coming back here, I would say Barcelona was probably my favorite trip I've taken, simply because the options of what to do every day were just fascinating. I could go hiking, but at the same time I could go to the beach, and and I could just do that after work. It's like a 20-minute metro. So just the breadth of stuff I could do was super nice, and the people I met were sick. My internship, I worked at a Trevia, and they're a global communications agency. I was very content with getting that because when I had gone to a couple informational meetings, when I saw a Trevia was an option, I had that feeling. I was like, this is for me. Like, going into advertising, this is a perfect step forward in this direction, and a Trevia really provided that. That could really help me, honestly, before the trip I was pretty anxious about the future. I was like, man, I don't know if I can handle it. I don't know. It's just a completely different ball game, and this really showed me it's like, of course I can handle it. And being in Barcelona, just living through that experience and just being like, hey, I lived through a summer where they don't even speak English really. It's awesome. It's really helpful, for the soul. I knew no one going into it. I just kind of was like, this sounds like a great program. We'll just kind of play it day by day. After coming back from the trip, I definitely say I hang out with a solid 3 or 4 of them, the ones I hung out the most there. And it's really nice just having that connection back here. Through Carolina and through my roommates, I was able to discover something more here, and I've brought it back to the U.S. and I've been in probably the most positive mood I've been in since freshman year. I took the extra class, and it was only me, one other girl, and Carolina, and that was one of the best learning experiences I've ever had because it was a conversation. It wasn't teacher students. It was hey, let's discuss this topic today, and the readings we all did. And it really I was already getting into that idea of studies are actually really fun. This was I can just come to class and have literally kick back and talk about these things and just really grow my mind. Go to Barcelona, it's tight.